What's up guys, NepentheZ here, and welcome to a FUT Champions video. A lot of information has come out over the last 3 or 4 days through Gamescom with FIFA 17, the FUT beta being out and a few other things. And I've been asked regularly on Twitter if I could do an information video based on what I know and what I played at Gamescom. I've literally just arrived home from Gamescom and I'm bringing this video to you guys. You might have already seen some of this information from other YouTubers and streamers. You may well have the beta yourself, so you know a little bit about this anyway. But everything I get here, guys, is from my time at Gamescom and Gamescom only, plus all the information that we've seen from the FIFA trailers that have been spread about. Now, what you're going to see on the screen, kind of behind, around, below me, will just be screenshots of the game mode because I figured better that than just my face for the whole video. So I'm going to be just having rotating screenshots from the FUT Champions game mode. And a couple of things I just want to disclaim. Number one, this was early game, early build. This was an early build. So everything that I've seen and everything I've played throughout this time may well be subject to change or just slightly different in the game. Number two, anything you guys are actually playing in the beta also may well be different to what comes out in the final game. So don't assume that this is just it and this is exactly how it's going to be. There may be small tweaks here and there. There may be major changes here and there. Now, last but not least, before we get into the FUT Champions in the video, I will only be covering FUT Champions today. Over the rest of the next, the weekend and potentially Monday, I'll be bringing out videos discussing the Squad Builder Challenge, discussing gameplay, new features, packs, etc, etc. But I wanted to dedicate one video to this because it's going to be quite a long video. There's a lot of information and a lot of questions from you guys on Twitter that I've been compiling over the last 3 or 4 days that I want to give you the best answer possible to. Now, bear in mind, again, I just want to reiterate one more time, whatever I say here come full release may be a little bit different. But if, guys, we could get a thumbs up on the video, it would be much appreciated. Now, the format of this video is going to be as follows. I'm going to run down what FUT Champions is, explain to you the basics behind it and how it works. I'm going to tell you the prize pool of what was available at Gamescom and what was at Gamescom that won't be in the full build, potentially, probably, based on kind of my limited knowledge of it. And then I'm going to go through the frequently asked questions that I've been given, and you guys can then, if you need any or want any more information or need any more information and have anything down, any comments, you can put them down below. So to start off, what is FUT Champions? FUT Champions is a game mode that is trying to reward people for playing the game. In my opinion, it is the best thing to happen to Ultimate Team since it has started. In my opinion, it will be a game-changing feature within FIFA 17 and will have more people than ever before playing FIFA 17. Basically what it is you will start off with a weekday tournament. There will be one weekday tournament every day, and again, this is to the best of my knowledge, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. And then the weekend league will run over a 72-hour period for Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Now this could be wrong because what we had at the Gamescom was the daily tournaments. There was 4 of them, but they were open indefinitely and they each had different stipulations and different amount of tries. And the weekend tournament was not opening for like another 5 days, I guess because they didn't want people to play the weekend tournament at Gamescom. The way, from what I've seen on one of the EA videos that they've done about this through their website, is that there are 4 daily tournaments that open every 24 hours and close at the end of that 24 hours, and then the weekend league. So logic would dictate that Monday at 00:00 UK time, or potentially Monday at 6 PM UK time, because EA typically do things at 6 PM. So Monday at 6 PM UK time, you will probably get your first daily tournament, which will close on Tuesday at 6 PM, which is when the new daily tournament will open. And you ask yourself, why have why have that many daily tournaments? Well, from what I saw at Gamescom, each daily tournament had a different number of stipulations for the team you were allowed to build and a different number of attempts. So one of the teams was a silver squad 100 chem team with 3 attempts. So if you lost in the final and then the semi-final and then the first round, that daily tournament for you is now done and you can no longer apply to that daily tournament. One of the other daily tournaments was simply a 5-star 100 chem team, and there was 7 attempts on that tournament. So it seems like there'll be varying degrees of difficulty for team, and also several different abilities with what you actually have to do with the daily tournament. It might be that the weekend league is only 2 days. It might be that it's 3 days. It would probably make sense that it's Friday at 6 p.m. until Monday at 6 p.m. So that would be the 72 hours encompassed, which would then give you your 4 daily tournaments and your 3 weekend leagues. Now what happens is once you qualify in the daily tournament, you are entered into the weekend league. You can also qualify for the weekend tournament, I believe, by winning Division 1 or potentially holding in Division 1. We don't have exclusive info on that yet. There was, during the live stream from Gamescom, Spencer and Castro were talking about how being in Division 1 was good enough to get you into the weekend league. So we'll have to see exactly what happens when that comes. But the way the weekend league works is there are different tiers of rewards: a bronze, a silver, a gold, an elite, and a top 100. So the way it works is bronze gives you obviously the minimal rewards, would be easy to achieve. Silver gives you a little bit better. Gold gives you a lot better. Elite gives you incredible rewards, and to get into the top 100, it gives you the best rewards, but also I do believe qualifies you for online tournament, LAN events where the best of the best will play for actual money. I do believe the prize pool is £1.3 million this year. So a lot of people say, will I be able to get into the top 100? How will I be able to do it? I will give a full breakdown of the rewards a little bit later on in the video once I've finished explaining how the tournament and the features work. And it's pretty interesting. But again, bear in mind that these breakdowns, these games, the amount of games you have to win, etc., etc., it could be different to what is out upon final release, which of course is getting very close now. So once you've got into the weekend tournament, there are up to 40 games for you to play. You do not have to play all 40 games. You need to play 5 games to get ranked. Even if you lose all 5 games, you must play 5 games to get ranked. And basically, wherever you finish within those 40 games is where you will get ranked, and that's the prize that you'll give. It's not a win streak. You don't have to, like, if you win 7 in a row and then lose, you don't, that's not like no more games for you. That's okay. So you've got 7, 0, 1, you carry on playing. It will be possible to play 40 games in a weekend, but it will be difficult. This truly is for those of us that play the game. You know, it is rewarding the true player. This isn't something that you can just buy into or open packs for or anything like that. It's something that you're going to have to invest time into. It's not going to be able to be there for everyone, but based on the top 100, according to what EA said, and based on what some of the EA staff were telling me, is they actually expect many, potentially thousands of people to complete the 40-0 within the 40 game span, meaning the top 100 won't be ranked on wins. It will be ranked on wins and other criteria. I don't specifically know what that is. They didn't go into further details, but I would assume it would be about who you beat, how you beat them, potentially goals scored, goals conceded, pass accuracy, hidden things that we never see in FIFA that affect leaderboards. That could be there to dissonate between where, if I'm 40-0 and you're 40-0, which one of us has actually had the better tournament? Well, I might have conceded way less, scored way more goals than you, and that's why I'm actually ranked above you and into the top 100. So you could potentially go 40-0 and not fill in not be in top 100, but instead be in the Elite 1 prize pool. Again, this is all assumptions. I don't know this for sure. I don't have facts on this for sure, but that is what my mind has kind of seen and gathered throughout my time. And then guys, once the tournament is finished for the weekend, you will be awarded your prize and the daily tournaments will start again. And you will have to go again. Of course, you won't have to go again. It's just if you choose to go again. For me personally, I think it's going to be absolutely awesome. It's definitely the area I'm going to spend most of my time in this year, most probably. But in general, I think it's going to be awesome to the game. Now, the prize breakdown is as follows. If I remember, I'll put this little screenshot on the actual video. This was made by, I believe, I Am French, a YouTuber, and he's on Twitter. He follows me, so credit to him for this. And I think he literally got this information from when they were looking at the game mode at Gamescom. So this is where this is from. You know, it's not taken like illegally or wrongly from anywhere. And this is how it goes down. So bearing in mind, you need 5 games to qualify. There is, if you just don't play, you just won't get anything. If you play only 4 games, you won't get anything. You need the 5th game under your belt to qualify. Bronze 3, for 0 victories, you will get 5,000 coins. So if you literally just don't win a single game, you will get 5k for your 5 games. I think that's very fair. 1,000 coins per 1,000 coins per game, not a bad reward. For Bronze 2, you just need 2 victories, which you get 3,000 coins for 7.5k packs for that. Now, bear in mind, again, this was what was shown at Gamescom. This doesn't mean this is going to be what's there, but it also doesn't mean it's not going to be what's there, and it doesn't mean it's not going to change. You know, for Bronze 2 right now, it showed on the Gamescom video that you would get 3,000 coins and 4 7.5k packs, which for 2 victories, that's outstanding. You know, that's 33,000 coins worth of credits, or worth of, you know, content essentially for just 2 victories. Next time around, that might be 5,000 coins and a jumbo pack. You know, like it could vary massively. I'm sure there'll just be like a very similar prize pool with varying pack rewards essentially. Bronze 1 is 5 victories. You get 10,000 coins and 2 15k packs. So 40,000 coins worth of value of items for just 5 victories. Now, this is the great thing, in my opinion, about FUT Champions, is the way it works, to the best of my knowledge, and again, I could be wrong here, but from what I took off of the FUT dev that I was speaking to, it will work that if you are 1-0, you will also face somebody who is 1-0. To the same extent that if you are like 7 wins and 4 losses, you will also face someone who is 7 wins and 4 losses. So they will keep the like kind of elo system within FUT Champions very level, to the point where even if you're just an average player, and if we take bang average as 50% wins, 50% losses, an average player would effectively be able to win 20 games, which would actually put you in gold 3. If you feel like you're above average, you could really look to start getting into the elite stages. And if you're only below average, you could still pick up your 0, 2, 5, 8, 11 or 14 victories and get into bronze and silver and still get really nice prizes. And for silver 3, it's 8 victories, 15,000 coins, 1 jumbo rare 25k pack and 1 15k pack. So that's the all rare items pack and a 15k pack, which again is 55,000 coins worth of content. For silver 2, 11 wins for silver 2, 20,000 coins, 1 25k pack, 1 35k pack, and I do believe that this pack is a all players pack because it just says 1 25k pack. And then for silver 1, 14 wins for silver 1, 25,000 coins, 1 100k pack, and 1 35k pack. Now, I'm going to explain why I think this is wrong, although it is what it says on silver 1. If you go and watch the EA Gamescom video, you can see it right there. 14 victories is right, that's what it said. You need 14 victories for silver 1. I personally think that's relatively achievable for most, most good FUT players. If you play FUT every day or just as your game mode, I think 14 victories is easy. 25,000 credits is perfectly fine. 135k pack is perfectly fine. The reason why I don't think it's going to be a 100k pack is because whilst I was at Gamescom, one of the guys there in the kind of area that we were in the EA Business Lounge completed a squad building challenge for which the reward was a jumbo rare player pack, which we know now as a 100k pack. When you win the FUT draft and you get a jumbo rares player pack, what it is a 100k pack. However, when he got that reward and opened the pack, it wasn't the 24 rare players. I don't specifically know what it was because I was kind of doing something at the same time. I was kind of hearing him talk to someone else about it. But he said, oh, that wasn't a 100k pack. I thought it was a 100k pack. So I think EA might have changed the names of the packs to where a jumbo rare player pack is actually a 50k pack. I could be wrong. I could well be wrong. And I hope I'm not. because imagine just getting 14 victories, getting a 100k pack, a 35k pack, and 25,000 credits. Now, if you think about it, I may well be wrong for the simple fact that in FUT Draft, winning 4 times in a row will get you the best reward, and you could quite easily, that one of the best prizes I've ever seen in FUT Draft is a 100k pack, a 35k pack, and a 15k pack. So 150,000 coins worth of prizes for just 4 games. To get into Silver 1, you need to win 14 games. So to get 25,000 coins, a 100k pack, and a 35k pack, that's only 160,000 coins worth of prizes, which is only 10,000 more than the best prize we've seen this year for FUT Draft. So it is very possible that that is the reward. We just need a little bit more information on what the actual pack contents are for the pack names and if they've changed anything. And as yet, we haven't seen any difference with that. So I don't know that, entirely. For Gold 3, guys, you're going to need to wrap up 18 victories, for which you will get 35,000 coins, 1 35k pack, and 2 50k packs. So for 4 wins extra, you're actually only getting 10,000 coins more. Like, Silver 1 is almost as good as Gold 3, which is pretty crazy, but still pretty damn decent. Gold 2 is 22 victories, 42,500 coins, and 3 55k packs. Now, the 55k packs are the same as the 35k packs, except instead of having 18 of the 30 items being rare, all 30 of the 30 items are rare. So you will get yourself a whole bunch of rare contracts, a whole bunch of consumables, fitness cards, potentially draft tokens, and lots of players that will obviously be very helpful to your team. So that, guys, is going to be Gold 2. And then Gold 1 for 26 victories was 50,000 coins and 2 100k packs. So that's absolutely awesome. Tell me that's not worth your time. Tell me we haven't been asking for this for the last specifically 6 to 9 months, but generally the last 3 years. Tell me we haven't been saying something that says, hey, if I play a lot, I should be rewarded. Well, this says, hey, if you play a lot, you will be rewarded. It's saying if you win 26 times out of 40 games, which I believe is around the standard I personally will be at, 50,000 coins and 2 100k packs, that's absolutely awesome. Okay, it's going to take up a lot of my time throughout the weekend, but hey, I'm a FIFA player. I'm a FIFA YouTuber. That's what I do. It's how we do, and for a lot of you guys that have played more games than me this year, I know you will love this too. So that was Gold. We then move on to Elite 1, Elite 2, and Elite 3. Elite 3 is for 30 victories, 60,000 credits, 2 100k packs, and 1 pack of Team of the Week, which I think is just a guaranteed Team of the Week player, but it's the special color of cards. So, I put on Instagram the new card types. There's bronze, silver, and gold player cards. And I think that's what it is. So if you open that pack and it gives you one of the bronze Team of the Week, you will just have that special version of that bronze Team of the Week player, which I believe also has better stats than the actual Team of the Week player. I could be wrong on that one though. Don't quote me on that. That's just, I don't know where I picked that up from. I might have literally just made that up and sat there and thought, I wonder if it's better as well, and then just taken that as gospel. But if not, you will just get a very special card that says, hey, I didn't pack this bronze player. I didn't buy this bronze player, I won this bronze player. But like I say, you get the bronze, the silver, and the gold version of these special cards. They're the red cards. Do you remember those? As I say, I put them on my Instagram. So instead of having the black and gold, you'll have the red and gold, or the red and silver, or the red and bronze. And the cards actually look fantastic. So you get 1 Team of the Week pack for that. For Elite 2, for 33 victories, you get 100,000 coins, 1 100k pack, and 2 Team of the Week packs, which is pretty decent. And then for Elite 1, for 36 victories out of the 40 games, you get 125 credits, or 125,000 coins, 2 100k packs, and 2 guaranteed Team of the Week packs. Now, I don't know if these Team of the Week packs are necessarily just one player that's just guaranteed to be from the Team of the Week, or if it's like an all players pack that has 1 guaranteed Team of the Week, or if it's like, you know how like the lone packs right now have like the lone player and then just 3 random items. It could be like that, but you will be guaranteed 2 Team of the Week players. Now let's take a Team of the Week where you've got a Messi and or a Ronaldo in Team of the Week. It could be absolutely massive. And then when you look at the top 100 guys, so like I say, I'm not overly sure how you get considered to be top 100 or not. We'll have to wait until the full game or more info comes out for that. But 100th to 76th is 125,000 coins, 1 pack Champions Team of the Week, or a Champions Team of the Week pack, and 2 100k packs. Now what a Champions Team of the Week pack is the entire Team of the Week. All the bronzes, all the silvers, all the golds, just for you in your club, plus 2 100k packs, plus 125,000 coins. If you're good enough to get into the top 100, you are going to get massive rewards. 75th to 51st will also get 125,000 coins, 1 Champions Team of the Week pack, and 3 100k packs. 50th to 26th has 150,000 coins, 1 Champions Team of the Week pack, and 3 100k packs. 25th to 11th has 150,000 coins, 1 Champions Team of the Week pack, and 4 100k packs. And 10th to 2nd has 175,000 coins, 1 Champions Team of the Week pack, and 4 100k packs. And then if you win, if you come first in the top 100, you will get 250,000 coins, 5 100k packs, and 1 pack of Ultimate Team of the Week. So once again, I could be wrong with what the Champions Team of the Week pack is. Maybe the Champions Team of the Week is 5 players or 3 players, and the Ultimate Team of the Week pack is all of the players. Maybe the Champions Team of the Week pack is only the first 11, and the Ultimate one is all 18 or all 23, as we now have. We don't specifically know what the Champions pack what the Team of the Week packs are gonna have, but they're gonna have the Team of the Week players in them, right? So ultimately, even without that Team of the Week pack, you're getting 5 100k packs and 250,000 coins for finishing first. That is absolutely amazing, like absolutely insane. EA are giving out big, and there was a lot of questions based on this kind of information and what we've seen through the videos, which we're now going to go and answer. I've got a whole bunch of questions that I am going to try and give the best answer to, that I hope will help you guys. First of all is, what do you get for these games? Is it wins, losses and draws, or is it just wins and losses? Now I actually don't know, because we didn't get to actually play the thing, so it's something that I'm interested to find out. And for those of you that do know, feel free to share your absolute knowledge. But I don't know if, like, let's say you go in, let's say it's a league system and you win 20 games and draw 10 games and lose 10 games. Is that going to be a thing? Or in those 10 draws, is there extra time and penalties so that you either win or you lose? I saw something that had a win and a loss kind of collection there. I can't remember if I saw the word draw in there as well. But it would make sense in my opinion, because it is a weekend league, that you also get draws, which would be super frustrating. Let's say you're on like silver 1, and you have 17 victories, and you need that one last victory to get to gold 3, and you end up tying the game. That would be heartbreaking. But it would also be it would be better in my opinion, because let's say you took out 40 games of your weekend and 35 of them went to extra time and penalties. You are talking about absolutely hours of your life. So for terms of win-loss draw, it would make logical sense to have draws within it that just wouldn't attribute to your win column, which means you'd obviously get a lesser prize. And the next question that I just can't answer is, do you earn match coins for this? I again would assume yes, you do earn match coins for this. You know, I don't see why you wouldn't. There's no reason why you wouldn't. It's just people playing the game like normal. It would make perfect sense that you would earn match coins. We also get a question that says, what team am I allowed to use? Now, as I said before, in the daily tournaments, you have specific kind of rules to what team you're allowed to use. I don't think there will be any rules when it comes to the actual event. I don't think, I assume it would be a maximum 5-star, 100 chem, like, feature or filter. I assume that would be the case. How will awards affect the market? And on the same breath, the same question, are those players tradable? From what we did of the daily tournaments, because you actually get prizes for winning the daily tournaments. I didn't even mention this. Like, I don't know, maybe I did mention this. Like, for winning one of the daily tournaments, like for winning the silver daily tournament before, at Gamescom, the prize was just 2,000 coins. But for winning one of the gold tournaments, the prize was a 7.5k pack and 5,000 coins. So you actually get prizes for winning the daily tournaments. They're not very good, of course, because it's just the daily tournament. But what you really get is the entry into the weekend league. how will the awards affect the market, and are the players tradable? From the daily tournaments, the players were tradable. From these, from like the weekend league, I assume that yes, it will all be tradable. And I don't think it will impact the market negatively. If anything, I think it will impact the market so positively, because what it's going to do is give players, make players available, make more players available in the market, which are going to be needed due to the squad building series that they're putting in there, due to the squad building game mode. So the squad building game mode is going to take players, because essentially what in the squad building, what you do, like again, I'm going to do a video on this, but you build a squad to fit certain kind of circumstances for a reward or a player, and EA take those players and discard them. So it's essentially a collection, but not. But it kind of is. So let's say one of them is to put 10, 85 plus rated players into a team. You lose 10 85 plus rated players, but somebody wins 4 100k packs. You're going to get those players straight back onto the market. So I think the market's going to be incredibly well balanced this year, because you have one game mode that removes players from the game and one game mode that gives insane rewards putting players back into the game. So I think it's going to be incredibly balanced, and that's why they're tradable. If they were untradeable, it would be, I think the market would struggle to cope, because you'd have people playing the squad builder game withdrawing players over and over, and then people playing FUT Champions just having page on page on page of untradeable player, and there will be a huge deficit in the actual buyable players within the game, which I don't think is what EA want. So I don't think it will affect the market too much. The next question is, are wins out of 40, or once you lose is it over? It is out of 40, so for me, like, what I love about this is, let's say, you play on average 20 games on a weekend, you could still get yourself potentially up to like gold 3, but you could still get a good reward if you make it there. You're not forced to play all 40 games. If you got to like 14 victories, which is silver 1, and you've got 25,000 coins, your 100k pack and your 35k pack from that, and you've still got 10 games left, you might just be saying, thinking, do you know what, I'm actually really content with that. I don't want to use these 10 games, have to win 4 to move up to the next bracket, and potentially waste my time for what would be a minimal bonus, because silver 1 to gold 3, all you actually get more is 10,000 coins. You might basically play until you're at a point where you're like, damn, this reward for me is solid, I'm done. But ultimately, it's never over until your 40 games are complete. One thing I'm worried about, which hasn't been asked as a question and was never addressed at Gamescom, is how a disconnect's gonna change this. And one thing that actually was asked is, what about cheaters, which was specifically for PC, because there's been massive cheating problems on PC, people that exploit the game. I don't know how cheaters are going to be handled on PC, and I really I feel for those of you that use PC that are going to have to handle those problems. But there are so many times in FIFA where the game just randomly disconnects you, and I don't know how that's going to work. And there are sometimes, let's say you're in the draft final and it's like 0-0 after 70 minutes and the game disconnects and it's neither of yours faults. You both basically just have to replay your draft finals to get a result. What happens in that scenario? What happens if I'm in my 40th game of FUT Champions and I've got 29 victories, so I'm in gold 1 and I need one more victory for elite 3, and the game's in the 88th minute and it's 0-0? But I've just won a penalty, for example, haven't taken a penalty yet, and the game just randomly disconnects. Does that now go down as a draw and I lose my chance for Elite 1? Do I have to replay that whole game? Does it cost me squad fitness, contracts? Do I still get coins for that? There's a lot of questions to be asked, and a lot of stuff to be figured out, I think, when the game fully goes live, as to what's going to happen with cheaters and what's going to happen with disconnects and how EA are going to address that. Because it's going to be, I can see there being a lot of issues early on whilst they try and find their feet with this game mode, which to me is actually quite surprising as to why they did a closed beta, because an open beta would have been so much better in this scenario, because you would have got everybody and their dog jumping on, playing the game, finding the flaws, and then saying, hey EA, this is your problem. But as it is now, there's a select group of people that play the game, and it's not going to really kind of pull the real questions that need asking answered, So interesting question there. Any other way to get in the weekend cup outside of the daily? As said before, I think winning Division 1 or potentially holding in Division 1 will be an entry fee as well. So you never know, EA might do some random things. They might do a like how we have draft token, they might have weekend league tokens in packs. You never know. But from what we understand, it is simply winning one of the daily tournaments or winning Division 1 so far. Can you enter the daily tournament even after you've won it? So this is interesting for me. A simple answer is I don't know, because at Gamescom, all the daily tournaments were open at the same time. However, on the Gamescom video that Casher and Spencer did, only one of them was open, and it said the next one is unlocked in 58 minutes, and then the next one was unlocked in one day and 58 minutes, to indicate that they're just one at a time, not all at once. However, the prizes are different for each one. So if it were for me, I would want to play the one that offers the best reward. Like I said before, you could play a silver one that gives you 2,000 coins, or a gold one that gives you 7,500 coin pack and 5,000 coins. If you can see what the prizes are, I would probably wait and do one that I would suit me more. But if you can't see what the prizes are, I'd just do whatever one was there first. But I think, and I would actually hope, that once you've got entry into it, your daily tournaments would be locked. Because what would happen is if somebody who's really, really good at FIFA is able to play, let's say you get 5 attempts each day. It's not going to be like that. From what I've seen, it's like 3 one day, 9 the next, 7 the next, and 2 the next. But I'm sure there'll be like an accumulative total of like 20 attempts, right? Let's say you win on day 1, attempt 1, you've won. So you've got your place in the weekend tournament. If you then go and win it again, on your journey through, you have ruined 4 people's chances to get into that weekend tournament one time. And I don't necessarily think that's fair. We want to give people that play the game the rewards here. So I want to see EA locking you out once you've achieved your goal of getting into the weekend tournament, and saying, hey, you can't play this anymore, you're already there, let's let somebody else get in, which will actually be really, really good for people who think they're not good enough to get into it. Because what will happen is all the strong players will initially start flooding in, and all the weaker, lesser players will then start fighting it out against each other, leaving literally like the worst of the worst being unable to get in. Which, for these kind of rewards, at that point, it's on you to up your game and get better at FIFA to get into the tournament, So there's that. Now, can you enter the daily tournament after you won it? We just said. How long do you get to play the game? So some people think it's going to be 48 hours. Some people genuinely ask me, is the weekend league going to last for a whole week? It's the weekend league. You have daily tournaments through the week, a weekend league. I don't know why you'd think it would last for a whole week. From what I've seen, it's either going to last 2 days or 3 days, 48 hours or 72 hours. I would expect it to last for 72 hours based on the fact that 40 games in 48 hours is a really, really hard task, and one that is going to be near impossible for a lot of people, and something that's going to absolutely ruin your weekends. Let's say it opens at midnight Saturday and runs till midnight Sunday, during that 48-hour period. Opens bang on Saturday when it turns midnight and closes at 11:59 p.m. on Sunday. You have to play, 20 games a day. When you're looking at 3 games an hour, you're looking at having to put 7 to 8 hours in with, replenishing squad fitness and stuff. 7 to 8 hours a day for 2 days is too much. However, over a 72-hour period, you're only having to look at playing 13 to 14 games a day. That's more like a 4 to 5 hour period. That's more manageable. A Friday night after school, after work, you sit down for 3 or 4 hours, you bang out 10 games. Saturday, you've got your weekends off. Saturday and Sunday, you can cover the other 30 games. But if it was just the Saturday and Sunday, let's say your Saturday's taken up because you've got an evening kickoff at football, and then you've got a Sunday league football game that you're going to watch your favourite team on Saturday, and it kind of eats up your whole day, and then you're going to actually play for a team on Sunday. That's not fair on you. So I think they're going to do it, personally, I think it will run Friday 6 PM till Monday 6 PM, and that will be the 72 hours that you have to play your games. How do you enter the tournament? You enter the tournament by following the rules of the daily tournament, and then you enter the weekend tournament by winning a daily tournament or winning Division 1. How will it be for the casual gamer? So as explained before, the ELO system, I think is going to be great for the casual gamer. I think the casual gamer will still be able to get into the silver kind of tier. To get into bronze 1, 5 victories out of 40 games. And let's assume you have won 4 games but lost 30, so you're 4 wins to 30 losses. you're also going to be playing against someone who has 4 wins and 30 losses. It's not like you might be like 4 wins and 30 losses and you're coming up against a guy who's already played 39 games and he's just about to win his 40th and it's just a mad mismatch. That's not how it's going to work, to my understanding. So I think for the casual gamer, because of the way the ELO system is going to work, I think it's going to be very, very fair and very, very fun for everyone involved. And I definitely think it's something that you should probably gear towards kind of building your Ultimate Team club around. The next question is going to be, is 2-player available? 2-player is not available. So we asked about this in Gamescom. Myself and Bateson were like smashing FUTWiz on 2v2s, and then FUTWiz and Lasty took us on and we smashed them as well. And it was all a bit of banter. And you guys know, obviously, like the Spin Bros are 2v2 guys. When I play with A and I skills in drafts, we do 2v2 stuff and we win a considerable amount. I think due to the fact that if you are exceptional 2v2 players or 2v1 players, that you have such a huge advantage, I think it makes sense to make it strictly 1v1. It kind of eludes a lot of issues and a lot of people being like, oh, this is unfair, I played against 2 people, I didn't realise, like, that kind of negative kind of energy that will come around. So to my knowledge, it is not 2-player available, it is just 1v1. Can lone players be used? Now again, this is something I don't know because we didn't have the opportunity to try it. The only thing I will say is that I know EA see this as a competitive mode. I know they want to use this as their kind of gateway to competitive FIFA Ultimate Team gaming. So I would say that lone players could be used, yes. However, the next question was, what about attribute cards? Can they be used? I would instantly assume that no, they can't be used. I think, sometimes when you try and do a tournament, it says you have to have like 11 silver players and you've got a gold guy in there, comes up with an error saying you cannot enter this tournament, yada yada yada, and then there's like a red border around the guy that's wrong. I think they will do that with attribute cards. I think if you have an attribute card on a player, it will say something along the lines of play with a player without an attribute card, so you'll have to go and play another game to get rid of his attribute card to then be able to play in FUT Champions, and that would be, for me, the fairest way of doing it. However, if you are allowed to use attribute cards, the value of attribute cards will go through the roof, making pretty much any pack you open valuable. Because let's say you open a 7.5k pack and pack one of those just plus 15 pace cards, that's going to be worth 3, 4, 5,000 coins to someone, because let's say they're about to get into Elite 3, they're 29 wins from their 39 games and they need one more win, and they're like, do you know what, let me just go and bang on a pace card on my Luis Suarez because he's so good at finishing but he just lacks that edge. So they go and buy it. Now they're going to win, instead of 50,000 coins, 60,000 coins, and instead of 2 100k packs, they're going to win 2 100k packs and a Team of the Week pack. How much is that worth to someone? You would expect them to be happy to budge with at least 2,000 or 3,000 coins for that. And for the plus 10 all attribute cards, maybe 4,000 or 5,000 coins. So although I don't think it would be fair to have them in, if they are in, I think it would be a massive opportunity for people that open packs to be able to cash in on EA allowing that into the game. What about cheaters, mainly PC? Again, it's a shame that cheaters are so vibrant on PC. I hope EA fix that this year. I hope they take the time out to look at that this year and allow people on PC to have, as fair an advantage as any console gamer. And then the last two things is there an entry fee only to win a daily tournament? Other than that, there is no entry fee, and there's no entry fee into the daily tournaments. It's all for free. And are the players tradable, as explained before? Yes, I think they are. So that, guys, I don't know how long this video's gone to, probably like 20 or 30 minutes now. That is FUT Champions and what we can expect to see. Now, like I said, and I want to reiterate here, guys, this is from what I've gathered from watching the EA Gamescom videos and playing the game at Gamescom. However, certain things are likely to be different. For example, the prizes might be different. My personal ideas on when the daily tournaments will be, what they will be, and how they will work might be different. Once again, I think the daily tournaments will run Monday to 6 p.m. to Tuesday 6 p.m. as the first, Tuesday 6 p.m. to Wednesday 6 p.m. as the second, Wednesday 6 p.m. till Thursday 6 p.m. as the third, and Thursday 6 p.m. till Friday 6 p.m. as the fourth. And then I think the weekend tournament will run Friday 6 p.m. until Monday 6 p.m. because then, in terms of time zones, it's kind of fair for everyone, because at Friday at 6 p.m. UK time, Australia is already into the weekend. However, at Monday 6 p.m. I think the West Coast United status has only just kind of come into Monday hours, you know, the early hours on Monday. So I think that would probably be the fairest way that they would do it. I could be fully wrong on that, and if I am, you know, I'm just giving you guys the most information that I've got and what I've gathered. As I said, if any of you guys have got any contradictory information that absolutely proves me wrong, feel free to share it with me, and I can do an update video in one of the future videos I'm going to do around FIFA 17. However, until then, I think that's about as best we're going to know up until this point. And I tell you what, guys, for the first time pretty much ever, actually, I am super excited for FIFA. Like, for FIFA 16, I could wait. I was actually really enjoying FIFA 15 towards the back end. For FIFA 15, I could wait because FIFA 14 had the World Cup mode. For FIFA 13, I was still working my full-time job, so the wait wasn't too hard because I was like, you know, I played FIFA more as a casual player and a smaller YouTuber rather than doing this as a full-time job. And the same for FIFA 12 and FIFA 11. But for FIFA 17, just Ultimate Team, they've done so much with the game that it's going to be absolutely amazing for Road to Glory, for Draft to Glory, for Squad Builder Challenge to Glory, for FUT Champions to Glory, and then your regular divisions, which I understand the division prize pool has been reworked as to how it works. There's just so much, guys. There's so much content coming for FIFA 17. I hope EA keep it fresh on a weekly to monthly basis rather than a 3 monthly basis. You know, I hope like FUT Champions just isn't exactly the same all the way through. I hope they change the rewards up, change the entry tournaments up, and etc. And I think that will be the case this year because I think they're finally understanding how important gameplay is to their brand. Then yeah, I'm just madly excited. But anyway, guys, this is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy this, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.